Hello everyone and welcome back to more StephenPlays Super NES Classic here on Sunday nights, here on StephenPlays, here on YouTube, here on the internet.
With
Stephen and Mao. Did I say that part at the beginning? Maybe. I don't remember. Anyway, today we're jumping into Star Fox, which was a game that featured the Super FX chip, which I said at the end of last week's episode was a special chip built into the cartridge that allowed it to do things that the Super Nintendo could not do. I'm sure Dan will probably give you some sidebar information that's interesting about the Super FX chip.
Like how many other games it was on?
Yeah, actually, I don't know that. But let's jump in so we actually have a sidebar so then Dan can do the thing. Star Fox is one player. Just FYI.
Oh, cute.
But we'll take turns. We'll take turns either on death or when a level's completed. Check out that frame rate.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've played Star Fox 64.
A bit.
A little bit. Whenever Mal, actually, one of the recent paintings Mal did for Mal Makes was Star Fox 64, mostly because I was kind of hounding her to do one for a long time. And whenever we came up with the idea to do the Lilat system, I pulled up Star Fox 64 and I played through
most of it.
Almost the entire game, because it's not a very long game, and neither is the original Star Fox. But we're going to jump into Star Fox. And it's similar.
Why can't this be Dinosaur Planet?
For a variety of reasons. So, let's see. Blaster,
Boost, Nova, break.
Boost, Nova Bomb.
Cool.
Yeah. The other control schemes seem bad. You can actually look. You can actually control it, so it'll show you what it looks like. So you can basically try before you play. So you can actually decide, how you want to do it. And just as an extra bit of tip. Also, why can't I? Yeah, there it goes. Whenever you do your Nova Bomb with A, if you press it again, it detonates.
Okay.
And then there's break. And there's the boost. And the roll.
Is there voice acting in this one?
Kind of.
Okay.
You're going to love it. I'm going to let you play first. Actually,
okay.
you play the first one.
Wait, what about?
Do you want to do training?
I don't care.
I
just wanted to try controlling it in the little thing.
Oh. Too late. You'll be fine. This is the Lilat system on Star Fox. This is what it looks like. You can see that a lot of the stuff's the same. So, Macbeth is the same, Asteroid, Sector X. So, you are choosing your path. I think...
This is the easiest one. It says level 1.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, it has something. Isn't
what
it
was
crazy?
Blaster? Why?
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how it feels like Star Fox 64?
Mm-hmm.
Star Fox team, our last resort is to counterattack Venom. Good luck.
General Pepper. Bye-bye.
Scramble. This. I did not have this game as a kid. I think that's worth noting. I actually remember when I bought this game, I was like 22 or something. I bought it at a game store in Wilmington, actually. But I played a little bit of it as a kid, and my fondest memory, and the first ever time I ever saw it was I saw it.
Oh, that's where these voices are.
Yeah, now you know. The first time I ever saw it was in a Sears, and I was a kid. I was very young, and I saw the little demo station, and I just thought it was mind-blowing.
I'll have you know, what are these controls called? Reverse?
Oh, is it,
Mirrored.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm real bad at that.
Well, that's how you... I mean, that's kind of how you play...
Star Fox, I know.
No, it's not. They're just like flight games. It's inverse.
Yes.
Yeah, it's inverse controls, but it's supposed to be like that.
You know who's real bad at that? Me.
Well, you'll be fine. Also, and I think that this is fascinating as well. Oh God. Sorry, I saw those guys and I was like, what are they carrying? Actually, one of the last time I played this game, was in the apartment, in our old apartment. I think it was shortly after we moved in, maybe? I don't know. There's a vlog, almost certainly, about this, where...
Is this a collectible? I missed it.
You missed it, but it was. Yeah, you want to hold your roll, and then you'll be able to... Yeah, there you go. Then you can kind of snake in between that stuff. In the apartment was the last time I played this, and I'm pretty sure I beat the entire game. I just sat down and was like, I've never actually played all of Star Fox. I think I'll do that, and then I did. And there's a vlog about that. I think it was shortly after we moved into the apartment a bajillion years ago, but I'm not entirely sure. So it's been some time. But I played through the entire thing, and I had never done that before, because the most I had ever played of the game was, you know, at the demo kiosks at Sears. Otherwise, I hadn't really tried it. Now, Mal, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you've never played this.
No. Have not.
How do you feel about the extremely early polygonal game that's running at like 15
this
FPS?
This is so difficult to play.
It's kind of hard for me to call it revolutionary because it had not really been seen on consoles, but this sort of thing had been seen on computers. Like if you had a computer, you were already, you know, far exceeding the Super Nintendo. Having the Super Nintendo to play games like this was a little ridiculous. It made a lot more sense to have it to play, you know, these Nintendo classics like Donkey Kong Country. If you had a nice computer, that was great, but you couldn't play Donkey Kong Country. And while you couldn't play Star Fox, you could play other games that were kind of like Star Fox that were a lot better looking than Star Fox. So obviously you got to shoot up in that thing.
Yeah.
And what's so interesting is that Star Fox 64, I don't think Star Fox 64 is supposed to be a remake of Star Fox, but there's a lot of reused assets. This enemy is in the first level. Like, you fight this enemy and Corneria both, and it might just be an homage, but I'm pretty sure there's more enemies that are reused. The Andros fight is super similar. Just the general story and the general progressions of the planets are really similar.
God.
So it's a little wild. You almost have it dead, so try not to die. Keep shooting. Nice. Good job.
Thanks.
We'll trade off for level 2. And I'm going through, you know, the level 1 stuff. So I'm going straight down the middle. Celebratory rolls! Banglewood Rabbit! Stage 1 clear! It's, I'm really curious, and if anyone experienced this personally, if you played this Star Fox and then moved to Star Fox 64, that would be fascinating to me because I didn't really do that. Like, I played this, but it was only in the demo kiosk. When Star Fox 64 came out, that was a completely different ballgame. I was looking forward to that game a lot, and it was mostly because Nintendo actually sent out these VHS cassettes of this weird commercial. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No.
It's really great. Sega and Sony, there's these guys in a white van, and they have shirts on that say Sega and Sony, and they kidnap a Nintendo employee. And the Nintendo employee, like, has this secret information about Star Fox, and they're like, we hear there's a new game coming out called Star Fox. And the Nintendo employee's like, I'll never tell you. And then they have like a toy Mario, and they have him in like a vice grip, and he goes, no, not the toy Mario. So he starts spilling the beans, and he basically advertises Star Fox 64, but then also the big important thing, which was the Rumble Pack. Because they invented the Rumble Pack. And they're like, the Rumble Pack is so crazy, it'll change your friggin' life. And as a kid, I just thought that was the best thing ever. I was so freaking pumped for Star Fox 64. I knew the day that was coming out, and the day it came out, I remember going to the store with Mom. We went to the Walmart in Myrtle Beach, and I bought Star Fox 64, and it was a big fat box because it had the Rumble Pack inside. And it was just, I love that game. I have a really special place in my heart for Star Fox 64, so having not grown up playing the original, it's weird to go back because I associate everything with the sequel, you know? There's a lot of things that feel similar because they are similar. They're basically either reused or it's trying to be some sort of remake, and I'm not entirely sure because I don't know the full story of Star Fox 64 or Star Fox 1. The other cool thing that we're going to be experiencing at the very end of
Super
this,
Nintendo Classics.
Yep, and you already know what it is.
Yeah.
Star Fox 2, which had been in development, and I think the story for that, I'm sure Dan will fill you in on the sidebar, but I believe the story for that was that they had been working on it, and then they abandoned development pretty late because I think the game was mostly done. And it might have been because the N64 was on its way, and then they decided to turn it into Star Fox 64. I have no idea. Anyway, the game eventually did leak onto the internet, or someone bought the semi-completed version at a yard sale or something, which happens a lot with old Nintendo games. It happened with the original Mother translation. So someone may have bought it and just put it on, like finished it and put it on the internet. But Star Fox 2 is, I hate to say it's been playable for like 2 decades. But it really has. Like, it's been on the internet for a really long time, so it'll be curious to see if it's changed much since the early days. So we're gonna destroy this.
Watch out for those shapes.
Yeah, everything is a polygonal
Geometry.
shape. Yeah, by the way, it started in that first-person mode,
Yeah.
but that's something you can apparently just change. It's not like a special level. It's not like when we played Contra and it did the top-down thing all of a sudden. We were like, what the crap is going on? It kind of, in a way, it makes it a little easier to know where you're aiming, though. But I really like seeing my ship because it gives me a sense of where I am in space.
Yeah.
But that being said,
Watch out.
I see it. I'm going back in the ship. And the transition time between that is actually crazy. It takes so much time. Also, this game is not very difficult, which is probably good.
It's level 1. Or the easy track.
Well, yeah. But I mean, I beat it whenever we played at the apartment, and it wasn't terribly difficult. But also, it's kind of runs like garbage. So it's good that it's not any harder than this, or there would be
frustration.
There would be more frustration than there already is.
We switching back?
Yeah.
Okay.
You take it next, and you've got 4 Nova Bombs.
Great.
Which, as far as I remember, don't really do anything helpful for the bosses.
Yeah.
But can help you clear areas of stuff on the normal levels. It's also interesting that you have to decide ahead of time which way you're going to go.
Yeah.
Because on
the N64, you can choose as you go.
You can get through a certain level, and then at the end of the level, they'll be like, where you want to go, depending on how you finish the level, because there's secret exits in the levels.
Pepper looks really shady. Like, he's looking off to the other side, and he's pointing, like...
He's wearing sunglasses.
Are they? I thought they were the whites of his eyes.
No, he's wearing sunglasses. You can play first person or third person, whatever
Let's try first person.
whatever you prefer.
Why am I not shooting?
Because you're hitting brake.
Oh.
That's why. And actually, your brake and your boost share the same meter, and that's the bottom right purple meter.
Okay.
So if you boost or brake or whatever, that gets somewhat affected.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of remnants of. I mean, it's not remnants because this game came first, but it's real easy to see where Star Fox 64 got a lot of its concepts from. And actually, I haven't played it, but I feel like I read that Star Fox Zero for the Wii U has a lot of similar things too.
There's so much on the screen I can't see.
Well, just know that your reticle is there in the center.
I know it's green. But
and then just kind of try and
the
move out
stars
of the way.
are so distracting.
Doing fine.
Don't know how that happened.
It's because you're inside. You're inside the ship.
Oh,
and
I gotta...
You got it, yeah. I would, yeah. Woo! Nice. Yikes. Ooh, I think that's extra shield or something. It's good, whatever it is. You did it good.
Okay.
You did it good. You blew up the core. Congrats. Now you go probably back out into space. Good job, Star Fox. Excellent work. And now the game
I'm wireframed for some reason.
starts to run at a slightly better frame rate. I would be really curious to see this game run at 60. I don't even know if that's possible or how you would do that, but if there would be some way to change the code of the game or whatever and run it on powerful enough hardware where it just runs at 60, I'd love to see that and see what it looks like when it's smooth.
Ow.
That would be fun. You better be careful.
There's so much on screen.
I know, but you gotta avoid. You gotta swoop and dodge and stuff. If you stay in one spot, you're gonna, because like you're actually just kind of running into some of the enemies. Yeah,
because they're on screen and I can't tell where they are.
You exploded.
It's so hard.
I'm sorry.
Here you go.
I think you start at the beginning.
Yes.
I'm gonna get us back to where we were. Oh, I got it! Woo! We're back, by the way.
See, like, I don't know what's coming on screen. And
No, I mean, it's not freaking easy, to be honest. I'm going into this one now. So this is the second one. Let's see what we got here. I'm just shooting and hoping that was a good choice.
If you need to shoot that.
If I don't move. Slow it down. I got that message a little late, Falco. I hit the brakes and it was like, no, that was not what you needed to do. Missed out on that bomb, but that's all right. Get a little. I think that might just be shield. Maybe it's a checkpoint too, but maybe not. All right, let's open this thing up and start shooting at the core. God, this game runs bad. Like, wow.
You got it.
Look at that. Man. I wonder what that, like, those sections would have felt like, though, to kids of this era. I mean, I was a kid of this era, but I didn't play enough Star Fox at Sears to have seen this stuff. And we never had a computer when I was growing up, so I didn't get to play computer games. So, my experiences were basically only Super Nintendo. Excuse me, coming through, trying to get through. Thanks a lot. Blowing stuff up. Didn't even see that enemy. Get some shield. There we go.
Suddenly, yellow thing. Suddenly,
yeah, there's no
debris. Like, is it debris? Is it a ship?
Yeah. And it wasn't until the N64 where things actually weren't just random shapes. So there's a big polygonal model approaching right now, and that's causing some real issues on the frame rate. You gotta go in.
Again.
Again, this is the going in level.
Shoot.
Oh, I see. I mean, I see now.
Down, 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 down. Up, up, up.
You get a
Shoot.
real... Thanks, Dreamcast girl. You get a real sense of speed, though.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Yikes. God, I'm gonna get killed
Watch
by
out
this.
for those things.
The real thing that I'm in danger of is not the enemies, it's these.
Yeah.
It's these inside levels. They're gonna kill me. Alright, I think I'm good now.
Shoot.
I think I exit, and then there's a boss. Oh man, the camera's changing.
Ooh.
It's so cinematic. Woo! Man, games have come a long way. Holy crap. Enemy. Let's go back into first person, if it'll let me. Me. Oh, actually it won't, because... Oh, and I wouldn't want to be, because then I wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, where the things are.
Okay, I need to... I need to shoot these things.
Yep,
There
there's
we go.
one.
Let's
go the other way.
Yeah, it is. Good to know. Woo! Oh my god. You kind of have to wait for it to...
Yeah. Other way.
Yeah. Got
Nice.
it.
Nice.
Oh, the core is revealed. Did it.
Cool. Good job.
My God. I mean, I played it in the apartment on actual Super Nintendo hardware, and on a CRT, and I remember thinking, eh. I wonder if it actually, if it kind of looks a little worse now that we're playing it on a big HD TV, blown up, and it's not the CRT, so it's not like, it's not hiding anything, you know? You can see that it is not aged real good. But that's okay. You don't really need to play this one. You just play Star Fox 64. It's fine. And they ported Star Fox 64 to 3DS.
Yeah.
So everyone's got like a modern way of playing it anyway.
There's also Dinosaur Planet.
That's not the same thing. It's not even the same.
But I really like it.
But it's not.
There's a star.
I think that was maybe their way of giving like a medal. Like you get a shooting star if you do good enough.
You did good enough.
Thank you. I'll let you play that for just a second. That's the battle base meteor. Look at you go. You're doing good. There's what do they call those? AT-ATs?
I don't know.
It's a Star Wars thing.
I know that.
Okay. I think that's what it is. The AT-ATs are the big things that walk. Once again, I'm making all these Star Fox references. I don't actually... Not Star Fox, Star Wars. Star Wars references. I don't actually know anything about Star Wars. This level seems a lot easier and less crazy than the early ones. You do know,
you're my teammate.
Yeah, that's Falco.
No wonder he's yelling at me.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that he has his own health and can die, like in Star Fox 64. Oh my God, the draw distance is bad.
All right, and that was Super Nintendo Classic for the week playing Star Fox. Next week, join us for not Star Fox 2, but we unlocked it.
You unlock Star Fox 2. You unlock Star Fox 2 if you beat the first level of Star Fox. Beautiful, but we'll get back to you. It's not your turn, Star Fox 2.
We're playing Street Fighter. Yeah.
Next
Turbo.
Next week we play Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I mean it'll be funny.
Yeah.
If you like fighting games, tune in to either laugh your butt off or be really disappointed. I think that's the best advice I could give. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week for more StephenPlays Super NES Classics.